So this video is it's a bit different than my usual videos, and with this video is something I discovered today. I'm not sure if anyone else in the community has already discovered it. They probably have, but let's just get into it. So this video is about max position size, and this pretty much came out of me losing accounts, averaging in, trading with too much size. And so I looked on the NinjaTrader ecosystem, and I'm sure there are programmers and software add-ons, indicators, account management add-ons for NinjaTrader and various different other softwares, but this primarily concerns NinjaTrader, and it's about position size primarily. And like I said, it came because of the averaging in, and I'm losing an account earlier this week. So what I discovered was you can actually set a max position size on NinjaTrader, and if you were to use this is where you'd need additional software. If you were to use like a trade copier, in my case I'm using Replikanto, and as you can see I've got a couple of evaluations there, this one being operational. Now if you were to copy primarily using your one of your sim accounts, which you can easily create on NinjaTrader, and if you were to go over to your sim account and you were to right click, click edit account, and you can actually put your max position size, max order size. So with that, I'll also talk about the minimum cash value as well. So I'll get rid of that for now. That's going to stay. So I've got the, let's just have a look back again, edit account. It won't allow me to trade now. Because I've got the minimum cash value. Let's just change that. Am I allowed to change it here? I'm unsure. Let's see. Yes, I've managed to change it. So let's talk about the max position size first. So now I've changed the max position size. As we can see, I've changed that over to one contract. Right. So say I was copying, and this was a primary account. That was a leader account, and say I was copying one of my evaluations here, and say by mistake I've decided to use two contracts. So this being a leader account, I've actually gone in with two contracts. I've set the max position size to 1. Look what happens when I press buy. This is what happens. It pretty much says sim 101 order can't be submitted, exceeds the account's max position quantity attached order to limit. So it's telling me I've tried to put in an order for a 2. So with this being the leader account, that also means that it hasn't executed trades in the follower account. So if you have an issue in terms of position sizes, position sizing, going with too much size, this is a possible solution for you to have the max position size. Of course, it's going to be limited to the account, so you're not going to be able to put max position size for minis, max position size for micros, and that's where NinjaTrader add-ons, I'm sure there's like program providers that can actually have a more nuanced account management, risk management add-ons for NinjaTrader. Now this is just if you were to say you only trade minis, you're only going to use one version of contracts, or you only trade micros and so on, you could use this. Now of course we could edit that, go over to edit account, and we could change that. I always keep the order size and the max position size the same, because I wouldn't want to be in a trade and not be able to get out and so on. So could set it at 1. Now the minimum cash value, this is like the equivalent of having say a daily loss limit and so on, but unlike if you were to set one in Rhythmic, that is pretty much well, it's what, how I understand it, is live. So once you hit your daily limit, you'll be auto liquidated. With this one, you could actually go below the limit if the position's open. All it will do is prevent you from taking a trade, a new trade. So at the moment you can see, and this was pretty much what the gains here were. I was just testing it all out. So as we can see, the account value is at cash value is at 589. I've got it at 690 at the moment, so it would allow me to trade. Say I was to change that to 588, 588. Again, this was to say I've set that as a daily loss limit. So if at any point I close a position and I'm below that amount, I don't want to be able to trade for the day. All right, so you have to think about this. You have to go in every day and do it before you start your trading session. But that's what I'll be looking to do. So it says 588. So we'll just go in 588. Now remember, we still have the account position size limited to one contract. So because of that, so we set it at 588. That's the minimum cash value. So it shouldn't allow me to trade when I try to take a trade. So because I've limited the max position size to 1, I've just gone down to 1. That should allow me to trade. So I'm just going to press a sell.
Order filled.
And in fact it worked. Okay.
Order filled.
And there we are. So it allowed me to trade. I'm not sure why it did. Let's make sure I don't have any trades on in my Replikanto copy trader. So let's just see. So minimum value. Oh, I see. It's my fault. Let's do that again. Edit account. I said that's the minimum value. So I needed to change this to above. So the actual cash value of the account, the minimum cash value needs to be above the actual cash value. So let's try that again. So if I was to do 606, which would be 95 cents above that 605 there, and I was to click OK. Again, we're limited to only only one contract. Now when I click, let's see what's happening here. It looks like a buy. When I click buy, it's going to say can't be submitted, account below minimum cash value affected by the order buy limit. So it's not going to allow me to trade. And so if I was to add the copy trader over again, gone down to one contract because that's the limit, and I'll try again. Again, it's not going to allow the order to be placed because I am below the minimum cash value. So let's make sure I don't have any trades on, and so it won't allow me to trade, and that's primarily because I've gone in here and I've traded. That's the minimum cash value of 606, and the actual cash value, the actual close value in the account at the moment is 05. So it's $1.95 below the minimum amount. So hence the reason why it's not allowing me to trade, and in that case wouldn't allow the leader account, which is what I'm using here, to copy over into the Replikanto, into these accounts that are attached to this leader account, depending if I was to select them. So that was something I thought was interesting here from an account risk management perspective on an InterTrader. So you can actually set the max position size. I'll try to keep these the same. You can actually set the maximum position size. Going above that, it won't allow you to trade. And you can also set the minimum cash value. So that's going to be in closed positions. So you can say, if I close below that 606, I don't want to be able to take any more trades, and that's pretty much what we just saw there. So I have to, of course, put a disclaimer. This isn't trading investment advice. Of course, trading comes with a lot of risk. The risk of you losing your account. Pretty much 100% of traders lose money, and also copy trading is incredibly risky. You pretty much see the disclaimer on Replikanto as well. It's a way of leveraging. I would probably say leveraging losses. I'll focus on losses more than gains. So it's a way of leveraging your losses, so you could have more significant loss, of course, if you were to copy trade and so on. But this was just looking at it from an account management point of view. in terms of having a max position size. If you have an issue in terms of max position size, you have an issue in terms of, say you don't have any add-ons at the moment, or you haven't found a vendor which is to your liking. This is about finding an easier way, a somewhat simpler way, a simpler way of having a max position size on your account if you're using NinjaTrader. Of course, you need additional software, being a copy trader. In this case, using Replikanto. Of course, you have to have the leader account, be the account that you've set the max position size on, as we've seen here. So there are a couple of things you'd have to do. So you have to have a copy trader first. You'd have to obviously have the sim account be the leader account, and also the minimum cash value. Again, unlike, say, if you're setting Rhythmic, it won't liquidate you based on the open position, so it will be on the closed cash position. So you could, in fact, if you were in a position and you were below this amount here, until you close the position, it's going to remain open, so it will not auto liquidate you. All it'll do is prevent you from entering new position after you've got a closed cash position. So we just want to make that clear. It's not going to auto liquidate you as you would in Rhythmic, so we just got to be careful of that. So it's all about what your closed position is and stopping you from getting into new positions. So we just have to be clear with that. And with that said, thanks for watching.